We're talking about mastering the client game. You and I, today, it's all about leads and clients, and it's imperative that we master P and number 4, and that is platforms. There are a couple of different platforms that we need to talk about. Depending on where you are in your business, you need a social platform. How many are there? How many do you need? And which one? Well, I would choose one based on where your ideal client is and where the match is for you. So if it's YouTube, your people are on YouTube and Pinterest. Just say, for example, it was astonishing to see how many people in all categories and like niches and in all age groups, they were on YouTube. Anyway, I digress. YouTube and Pinterest, just say for example, Pinterest is very image, writing, blogs, and YouTube is very video, SEO, etc. Which one could you slip into that won't make you lose your bloody mind, right? And allow you to make content in a way that feels in alignment with who you are, along with, do you hate yourself when you do it? So yes, you can do hard things, and yes, it's going to be challenging, and yes, you're not going to want to do it, all of those things. So we love video. So that's why we do a lot of video. I love live video. I like going live, and it takes me half the time. When I get on recording, I've got to edit it 4 times. So this really works for me. And my audience happens to be watching videos, and what I do leans well to video, but maybe yours doesn't. So we do others and have tried other platforms and just never seem to get the traction that we would get on YouTube. So what is that for you? One platform, pick one, master it, pick one. Okay, now that we've got that off the plate, I was just talking with an amazing company, 3 people on the call. We were having a conversation about software, and they are in X industry, and they are selling this and this, and for them to be successful in the business, they need to have this product. This is what they're doing. And I thought, perfect. Let's remind you, the 3 people that were on the call, that they have to have that to run the business, right? They're in the network marketing industry, and they have to buy that product to be a part of it. That's just part of the game. Right? So then I said, well, when I had my digital marketing agency, we were going to do a digital marketing campaign. And in my proposal, I laid out all the steps of the things we needed to do. And on page 2 or 3, however how long it was, there were the list of all the software we needed to make that happen. And at that time, it was ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, Deadline Funnel, Hotjar, and there were a couple others, right? Depending on what we were trying to do. So they could not fulfill on the marketing campaign, AKA build their business, without the software. So the platform matters. You need platforms. So we need to get over that ourselves. We need to understand that ourselves. We need to, if we're working with clients, they need software. Don't pussyfoot around this. Don't let them say, okay, yeah, it's too expensive. Okay, fantastic. Don't own a car. Like, I get it. Like, if a car's too expensive, you just don't own a car. Like, that's okay. You don't get the benefits of the car. And here we're building a business, and it's just let it go. That's how I approach it. Or you struggle. How can you get the results for yourselves and for your clients? You can do stand on the corner. Now, some businesses can. I get that, wavy red guy, that might work, and get a guy in a costume. I don't know. I don't know. I think you can reach more people in your neighborhood when you're online and running a few ads, right? Or whatever that might be. So let's just call it. You need software, and your clients need software. So then the question becomes, which one? Well, around here, we're go high level. Why are we go high level? There's a couple of reasons. First of all, no one piece of software is ever going to be all that for you. Don't expect one piece of software to do everything. Pick the features that are the most important to you and check and see if high level or another piece of software has it. Next, you had better think about support. I was just talking with these 3 business owners, and I said to them, go ahead and try to get ManyChat on the phone. Go for it. See if that happens. It will never, ever, 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 ever happen. So support in high level is very, very different. People will bitch and complain about support. 90% of the time, it's just a user error, right? It's just them. It's not high level, because I've been able to get every single thing answered. So that's not true. So then, does it have the features? Okay. Does it got great support? Okay. Then what you need to take a look at is, are they in development? Are they developing their own software? I love this lady from Kartra Kajabi. I can't remember. She sends me her email of every week, here are the updates for Kartra. You're lucky if there's one on the list. Software today is behind if you are not updating the software. What about AI? What about all the developments in Meta? What about all of the developments in this and this and this? If your software is not in development, you're going to be behind. You're not going to be able to do what it is you need to do to stay competitive out there. And if you're wrangling 7 pieces of software, you think high level is overwhelming, we're not even going to have that conversation. Like, don't even come to me with that nonsense. It's absolute and utter nonsense for you to say to me that high level is overwhelming. Have you worked in 7 other pieces of software today? I can tell immediately you don't even know what you're doing. You're just finding an excuse. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. We're talking to mature adults. You own a home, you got plumbing, electrical, sewage, front lawn, back lawn, you got to look after the family inside, you got to get groceries, you got to not burn this sucker down. Like, same thing. You want a home, you got a home. Yes, it's time to grow up. I don't know why I'm on a bit of a rant today, but I just am. So then you have to then think about, if you're going to get in bed with someone in software, you're going to get in bed with anyone in business, what's the number one thing that you need to have a match on? Your values. If your values do not match, there's a reason you go to McDonald's, not Burger King. You think it's the burger. It's not. There's subtle differences in the branding, in the values, and who they are and what they stand for that matters to you. It's the most simplest example. Let's go with Toyota and Honda. Same thing. There's a reason that you choose one brand over another. They're all pretty much basically the same, right? In the middle, they get you where you want to go. But if you get in with someone who you don't align with their values and who they are and what they stand for, you're going to want to get out. You do not want to get in and get out on software. You want to make a decision. You just like getting married, and you're going to deal with the stuff, and you're going to help the system as much as possible. And you can do that inside of high level. You can come in and say, I need this, 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 and this. Excellent. Here's the board where you vote that up, and we will build that for you. We get enough votes. Just like in a marriage, you come together. We want this. What's the consensus? Let's see. Let's build it. Let's move forward. You can do that here. Very, very important. Bitching and complaining doesn't help anyone in business. And if you don't have a platform that is going to give you the capacity to build a business, you are absolutely 173,000% going to be in trouble. So then let's take a look, just in case you haven't heard of high level. I'm going to share my screen, and this is my Canva doc, and it's a horrendously designed one. So let's just look past that, right? But inside of high level, we have the ability to do email marketing. Now, I didn't pull the icons up because they're already all the way through all of these, right? Unlimited sales funnels, website builder, social media, scheduling and tracking, CRM and pipeline management, two-way SMS, booking appointments, workflow automations, all the automations for the appointments, courses and products, call tracking. You might be an online business. You think you don't need call tracking? If you don't implement calls and SMS into your business, you're not going to win. I got call tracking twice because, that's how we roll around here. Surveys and forms, reputation management. We're at a trust deficit. We're at a trust drought. Tracking and analytics. If you don't have tracking and analytics, you and I can't even talk. We can't go. Mobile app. Can you put everything on your mobile? Can you look at your call and run an invoice to somebody if you need to? Can you white label all of that? Can you white label your courses app, your community app, etc.? No. Can you do live chat? Can you do affiliate management? Could you send this over to all your mom's friends and say, hey, do you need a roof? Or hey, what if you wanted to join a network marketing company? People are looking for opportunities every day. Open AI integration, communities, invoicing, web hosting, video hosting, proposals, estimates, templates, contracts, pipelines. Oh my God, if you don't have a pipeline in your business, what are you thinking? And we could even do some ringless voicemails. Like, we can drop some messages into people just saying, hey, howdy, how are things going for you? No one's ever called me. I don't even think they've sent me a text message to say, hey, seriously. I had someone today on my support call that asked a beautiful question. Pamela, if I needed to get a client today, what would you recommend I do? And I said, go to your CRM, go to your phone, go to your inbox in Messenger and DMs, and go and restart a conversation with somebody you've currently had a conversation with, because there is money there. We didn't used to have to do that. There were enough leads and enough clients and not as much competition, not as much noise, and people would buy quicker than they do today. We are in a trust drought. And as a result of that, people have huge problems. I have 5 right now I could use some help with, but I don't know who to go to because I don't know who's who. But nobody's ever followed up with me to offer me anything. Oh, that's not true. One guy did about SEO. Yes, that's right. He did. I stopped using him about 6 months ago. He actually sent me a message. And I had another guy in my inbox that said, I'll do a Loom for you to show you your channel. I go, no, not interested right now, or something like that. And then he came back, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to take you up on that. And then he sent it to me. I was like, oh, I didn't really care what he came up with. I just wanted to see him. And not for any reason other does he sound like he know what he's doing. And then my team member to send off a message, go, what does it look like to work together? Somebody just sent me a message. Have you done that today? Do you need a client today? It's not hard to get a client. So she said her goal was 5 this week. She needs 1 more. It's Thursday. I don't know. I think she'll do it if she takes my advice and just reaches out to all the people. And if they've worked with her in the past, what's her next offer? Could you offer a monthly recurring revenue? Something that says, hey, could we slip in beside you here and shotgun with you on this for a bit? I don't know. I don't know her offers, right? Beautiful, delicious. See you soon. Pick up Platform and get some software.